Right, morning everybody, Martin Williams here. This is our third trip after the third lockdown now at Lechalade, and look at it, isn't it lovely? Snow everywhere. Fishing with Reg today. We got a boat booked, so we'll probably have a little dabble on the boat first. Fish all over really. Talking to Alex, house bay's been producing. Top end at the other end of the lake has been producing. On the left, what I call the wobbly pontoon in the little bay there, on that point there, that's been fishing as well. So usual 2-rod setup, 40 plus fast intermediate. Keep the leader fairly short, 9 foot, and I got a sort of small black leech on that. Okay. Leader standard 12.5 pound Grand Max reverse fluorocarbon. Okay, and then on the floating rod I've got a stalking fly on at the moment, so that's if we do a bit of bank fishing. Standard gold heavy stalking bug, and that's what we will use for stalking, unless we change, you know, if we need to go on the indicator methods we can change. So that's the two setups again. Both rods 12.5 pound line on, Grand Max fluorocarbon. It is got the diameter of about 0.240, which is standard 8 pound, so you can move to that 12.5 pound fluorocarbon. Goes clear in water, but you've got the strength of the 12. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Look at this, isn't this wonderful? So we got a boat booked. So I think, talking to Alex, he has suggested to have a go in the house bay, because there has been some fish holding in there. So let's get on the boat and have a go. Really looking forward to this now. Really looking forward. Hope we don't fall down here now. Oh yeah, don't fall now, Reg, whatever you do. So let's get out and give it a go. Right, here we are. We've come out on the house buoy. Get organised here. There we are. So I'm going to start the day with a sort of medium black leech, not the biggest one. It's what I class as the mini on a size 10. Okay, fast intermediate line. And check that drag system as well on the back of the reel. Look at the snow here. Here we are. Bit of drag, not too tight. There we are. Right, and we'll get some line off. I'm going to go with black. Red, you're on the sparkler, mate, are you? Yeah. Reg is going to go again 40 plus, but with sparkler, which he had last time he caught that big 16 pounder on. So right, here we are. Third lockdown after Lechlade trip. Here we are. Oh, it's lovely to be out. Freezing, well, not freezing cold, 1 degree, snow. Oh, it's just lovely. Lovely to be out after such a long lockdown. Everybody's been catching fish up here, so that's good anyway. That's good. So it's not too bad, the colour of the water. I can see the flies, so that's all right. Yeah. Something nice about a snowy backdrop, isn't it? Something nice about a snowy backdrop. Water seems to have coloured up a little bit, so we're not 100% sure how it's going to fish here today. But I can see my fly coming a couple of foot, or no, about a foot down there anyway, so that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, nice back cast into the house bait. Been some very, very big fish coming out this year. It was a good length of time. I suppose these guys were closed, so they had these bigger fish and they obviously kept feeding them and they had a chance for the fish to grow. I'm not sure if I had a little pluck then, might not have been, but yeah, they've had numerous 20-pound fish this year. Right, I've just walked up and Richard's had an absolute monster brown. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, mate. I think we're going to dispatch of him. Just landed him now. Right, there we are, all dispatched. Let's have some folk smiles. Alright. And again, cheesy, and again a bit brighter. Stunning, mate. I reckon that's 15-16 pound of it. Mate, look how deep it is, mate. It's a cracker. Well done, mate. Well done.
This tail, biggest brown I've ever seen.
Oh, mate, it's the biggest brown biggest one I've seen. Beast, mate, beast. Mate, that's a lump. That is, mate, I'm telling you, that is serious lump.
Personal best, right?
Crackerjack, mate, crackerjack. Look at it now, though. It's not too overcast. It's nice, isn't it? Now.
It's good now.
Yeah. All right, I'll pitch in by you perhaps and have a couple of casts anyway. Well, that's crazy, isn't it? Absolute crazy. Absolute crazy. 2 in 2 casts on a gold bug.
I thought you'd lost. I thought you got back in again. And
I said, you just chucked it in.
Yeah.
Look, it said something to me. Turn around and
It's on.
It's gone.
I lifted the rod to start the twitch,
Yeah.
and it was on. It was.
No, it was on, didn't it?
No, I didn't see the fish.
And the next thing I saw a flash of silver, and that was it.
I don't know.
He yucked it down his mouth by the looks of it, wasn't
That is crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Well, this is a fish where it don't matter how you caught it.
That's right. It's a lump, isn't it? It's a lump. Absolute crazy. It's a good one again, isn't it? I thought I could see a black thing on his nose. Oh no, it's just a bump on his nose. Like.
I can see a feather out there. It looks like right in the corner.
Yeah, Peter was saying there's a big fish stuck in that corner there. That's why I was walking around and I saw that little group of fish. Huh? I'm winning. Gold stalking bug. Good God alive. Well, that oh sheep again. Oh, jeepers. Well, look at that. Yes. Yes.
It is.
It's working this way or coming this way. Yeah. There we are. Look at that there, guys. Two fish in 2 chucks in 2 minutes after lunch, and I fished all morning and not. There we are. Gold. Well, copper. I think I just get that weight down in front of him, you know.
Copper.
Nice. There we are.
I ain't got one of them.
On the gold, yeah, gold stalking bug. Look at that. That's absolute crazy. 2 in 2 chucks in 1 minute, literally, after lunch. And I fished my guts off all morning. Look at that there. Look at that there. Look at that. That's just crazy, isn't it? Oh my god, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, they got to be 2 14-pounders there, haven't they? Oh, let's have another go. Crazy. Just something with a gold tail, you know? That's copper with a head. That'll do the job. That's the weight in it to get down. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a lump. Wow, wow. Absolutely crazy that. I just flicked a gold stalking bug in. But there was a big bunch of fish. That's the first time I've seen some rainbows in the margin, so if you look at that, that's just a case of there's another one there, look, there's another one there. Oh, another one went past then. So I fished all morning really down there for nothing, and I come up here and there's fish everywhere, so that tells me I'm a bit of a silly billy really, and I should have come up here earlier. And Richard's just nailed one on the copper as well. Look at that there. And we fish for well, rainbows. Richard has got a giant rainbow as well. But, was that the one you saw?
Yeah, well, I just dropped it into the ripple came. So I just watched the bung and it just went dink dink and off it went.
Look at that. Great sport. That was on that copper you just put on, was it?
It just showed, yeah.
Unbelievable
That's
sport.
a good fly all round. That's what you used to show me at D. Like.
Yeah. That copper with the black and the yellow edge, just, yeah. Look at that. It's got a tail on it and all, mate. What a beauty. Absolute beauty.
I just left it under the bung. I didn't touch it.
Did you see that fish under the shadow, or because he was down deeper?
That one swam away when I chucked it in front of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I just chucked it and I left it and off it went. Literally 2 seconds later.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
Good, good.
The bung just went dink dink and off.
You are the man for the instant bite, mate, aren't you, on the bung? You're the bung man.
If it doesn't go in the next in 4 or 5 minutes, then
Seconds? Got a tail on it, mate. Oh. Look at that. Mate, what have we been doing in the wrong part of the lake all day? Yeah, look at that one. And absolutely well done, mate. Look at the tail on that, mate. You cut firm cheddar cheese with that, wouldn't you? Look at that, mate. Fish about 10, 11 pound. Nice and long and lean. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done. Unbelievable. 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 Where did Reg go, mate? Oh, he's over there on the point, is he? That's just a case of finding the fish, mate, isn't it? Just a case of finding the fish. So yeah, if you just chucked a bung in here, mate, and set that at about what, 4 foot?
Yeah, well I started at 5.
Oh, I missed another one. I missed another one. No way. Unbelievable. Oh, I got him again. Oh no, he came off. Oh, mate, that was 3 foot long, that was. Flipping heck. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Standard 3.5, 4 standard depth, yeah? Unbelievable. Just a case of finding those fish. Some lumps in there as well. God, some big fish in there. There's another one going across there now, look, there's another one. Come on. Unbelievable stuff here. You can see my fly, gold, heavy, 4.5mm tungsten. Let me get this up for you now, guys. There, gold, heavy tungsten, flashable tail. There's another fish. Dear me. I think there's a couple of fish there. He turned on it. Oh! There's some lumps here. Jeepers. Come on. You had a look at that then and spooked off it. Oh, here he comes. Oh no, he pulled it out of his mouth again. Oh, you numpty. Oh dear. I have to sit down and take a tablet. Look at those two there. My gosh. My gosh. I don't know whether to put those on the trout bags or put a saddle on them. Jeepers. Unbelievable. Just changed flies. To one of the new chartreuse bright yellow stalking flies. I was going to pull it on the intermediate, but I just twitched in front of a couple of fish. Big old kipper again, that. Perhaps they've come back round, mate. Pressure from the other side, perhaps, you know. That's a big old kipper. So I was going to put a high-vis like chartreuse on the intermediate and just see if the fish had moved out. I spotted these couple of fish in close. And I flicked it in front of two of them, and one of them followed it all the way and right on his nose. This must have been flittering his nose. And then took it right at the death. Big old kipper. Just a case of finding the fish. All the fish are pushed right at the top end of the lake here. Bottom end real quiet. Fished 3-4 hours. Not a bite, not a bite. A bit of lunch, splash of Southern Comfort, or 3, and then we gotta walk up the top and find some fish. This one's having a go. It's a big old kipper. Don't I hang on. On a good old go. Fish took that about 2 meters off the bank. Flicked it out 4 or 5 meters. Followed it in, just let it bounce on his nose all the way in. Big old kipper. Come on. Oh, another lechlade lump. Could be the biggest yet. Your head up, see that hive is chartreuse coloured fly right in the corner there. Ooh, quite a lot of it sticking out of his mouth as well. See it there. Anything with this one at the moment. Oh. Look at the size of that. Jeepers. That's 15 plus of anybody's money. Wish McLean's would do a slightly bigger net in folding. I can't rush this one, it's just too heavy. Oh. Wow. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. See that chartreuse fly in his mouth there. Oh, I think I was wobbling loose as well. Oh. Oh. No wonder it put up a scrap. Oh my gosh. Oh, it could be. Oh my god. Well, here we are, guys. Look at that. Oh. See the colour of the fly in his mouth? See if I can get in a bit closer. Chartreuse colour, look at that. He used this one today for the first time. It's always been good in the past, but the first time this year. And just a case of finding these fish today. There we are. Look at that. 17 perhaps. Jeepers. There we go. Door. Oh. Look at that, guys. 3 fish there. 17, 14, 14. The beast that last from Pete, wasn't it?
Lovely fish, mate.
Remember that what I said I gave you two of the yellow and the orange? I don't like yellow. Whew, that's three guys, look at that there. Unbelievable sport today, yeah. But all this afternoon, struggled all morning, couldn't buy a bite. And then we've gone probably 13, 14, could be 17. Cheap. Right, let's try and get that fourth. Let's have a look. It's nice now with that sun out. You can see things now, can't you, with that? Yeah. You can see those shadows, mate, when those big shadows come by. What happened to Reg? Where did Reg go? He's gone back up the top, has he? Can't see anything here at the moment. Just have another check up there. Is it? Right, so I can't see any more. Okay, nothing there. Let's have a look. Let's have a little further cast out here. A bit of line off. This is the intermediate line that I've been using for stalking. No reason why, just because I was going to have a couple of casts with it until I saw a few fish. So we'll just let this sink. Idea of thinking perhaps fish might have moved out a little bit, out to sort of stalking sort of sight range. So let this sink down a bit and then twitch it back. Not too quick, I don't think. Nothing. Wiggle it back a bit. Come on. Just need to spot a fish. Okay, so if you spot a couple of fish, you're getting a bite, or you're getting some interest, getting fall off. But Richard's in again. I'll whip this one through a bit quick. Was, wasn't it? Yeah, 16, perhaps a tad more, perhaps 17, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah, they're big fish, mate.
Yeah. Right, let's go and see what. I come in. I'm coming, Mr. Mannering. Here's Richard, the Bungmeister.
We're under size actually, and I looked at it and thought, well, it was a strike.
Or was that a copper or the...
No, Jack, it's a different one. Like a red copper on the back, I think.
Yeah.
More like a red head with an eye.
Nice. Good old go there, mate. Nice, mate. Nice. Oh, I can see him. Copper wire, copper tail. Yeah, and the red head.
Yeah.
Sweet, mate, sweet. Oh, yeah. That's Richard's third. Again on a red, sorry, a copper, one of my copper stalking bugs, copper wire body and a red head, and Richard fishing it static under an indicator. What's that? 3.5 foot. It's been the method that's killing fish at this year on to tough days. Well done, mate, that's 3. Nice. Right, I seen the whites of his mouth. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to take it. He showed no interest, did he?
He got to the point where he had no joy.
It looked like a blue in the water, but I don't know about...
It looked like a rainbow.
Yeah, then, yeah. Whoa! Took right, literally what, a metre off the bank, just about then, that? Literally a metre off the bank. Ooh. Yeah. First fish we saw for a while, and he nailed it, mate. Yeah. No, I swapped rods, and that was on the just the gold. The yeah.
Gold that you started with?
That yeah, standard gold stalker. Yeah, with that bit of an orangey reddy body. Yeah. Right, Pete? Yeah. Ooh, he's having a shake of his head. Ooh. Making my arm make a bit. Where's my net over there? Got the net ready, it's extended. Ooh, jag of the head. This one's having a go, mate. Yeah, that fish was going out and he came back in towards that tree then. Yeah. Oh. Oof. Come on. Another good one, mate, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Another.
Ain't finished yet,
No, another proper one, as you see. It's better. Sit down like that. Come on, you beauty. Good tail on him again, mate. Yeah. Right on the edge of the face that fly, is that? Come on.
I reckon there could be some fish down here somewhere.
Hiya, Mike, alright.
Oh, nice. That one's a big one, isn't it? How big do you reckon that is?
Here we go. Wah! He's in there again. Steady. Oh, still going now. My gosh. There we are, so we're finishing up now. Richard taking some pictures of a great couple of hours this afternoon. Tough morning, could have thrown in the towel really, it was a tough old start, but here we are. Excellent, thanks mate. We got
checks, make sure they're good enough.
I'm sure they're fine, mate. We got four big doubles here, isn't there? Oh, yeah, that last one is. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, alright.
My gosh. I tell you, I wish I'd have left left my coat down on. I took about 4 layers off and I'm froze. Right, I will nip back and oh mate, there's a fish, so they are still about. One going that way. Can you see that there now? Yeah?
Definitely.
Going out, look, yeah. Well, at least they're coming back. Right, I'm going to tie a fly on this rod here, and then. So what have we got there, mate? What have we got there? Oh, that's got to be 17, 32, 42, 45, 50, 15. It's got to be getting on for £60 there, haven't it? Wow, my gosh.